Adamson Gymnasium. It's our main game for Tuesday doubleheader. The UAAP Season 86 Fueling the Future. Eliminations for the Juniors Division. It's the Adamson Baby Falcons versus the UE Junior Warriors. Let's meet our starting fives. Starting for the Adamson Baby Falcons at guard number 24, Justin Garcia. The other guard number 30, Mark Esperanza. At center number 8, JC Bonsalida. Forward number 25, Vince Reyes. And the other forward number 21, Earl Medina. The head coach of the Baby Falcons is Mike Freeman. Starting for the UE Junior Warriors. At guard number 3, Dre De Leon. The other guard number 54, Lance Sabroso. At center number 9, Jaden Datomalim. Forward number 6, John Alejandro. And the other forward number 7, Luigi Almanza. The head coach of the Junior Warriors is Carl Santos. Our referees in this ball game, Jaime Evano, June Rebellion, Brian Escanio, and the alternate, Edita Botecaño. And our commissioner for the Juniors Division.
Starting lineups for the Baby Falcons. Garcia will start alongside Esperanza, Medina, Reyes, and JC Bonzalida taking his spot at center here for Adamson. Meanwhile, UE will be starting Sabroso, De Leon, Alemanza, Alejandro, and Tatumalim at center there for the Junior Warriors. Our officiating trio will be headed by Revano, Rebellion, and Escario. That's the 3 black shirts on the floor here at the Adamson University Gym. First quarter action coming to you now between UE and Adamson. Kobe Dio here on the panel, joined by Renzo Subido. And Renzo, one game back into for you, returning here in the UAAP Juniors, and now between Adamson and UE here. These are two teams who both have had a lot of ups and downs so far in the season, and right now having a bit of a struggle on the opening tip as we finally get an opening possession now for NU. But again, talking about these two teams, they are both carrying momentum and want to continue it here in season 86 as we get an opening bucket courtesy of Garcia.
Well, again, in this ball game, it's very crucial. The first 5 minutes of the ball game will dictate who's going to win the game. It's very crucial who takes the tempo first.
And we saw that even earlier in the first game between NU and Ateneo, where it was NU who came out of the gates firing and really did not let anything up against Ateneo. Here's Esperanza for Adamson. Ball finds its way to Vince Reyes, fires for 3, too short. Bonzalida tried to save it, but it falls into the hands here of UE. Almanza rejecting the screen, taking it himself. Rebound here to Reyes.
So far, Adamson doing a great job defensively.
Esperanza kicks it out to Bonzalida. He fires for 3. That's no good, and UE now with the ball. Alejandro has that ball stolen away here by Adamson, and they will take it right back to their court. Oh, nice pass, but nice recovery by the Junior Warriors as Alejandro gets the block. UE working their way on the inside, puts it up, can't get back, and still without a basket. Almanza recovers here for the Junior Warriors.
So far, things hasn't been going well for UE.
De Leon on the inside to Alejandro, and finally the Junior Warriors get on the board. Nice dish that time by De Leon. And Adamson now with it. three on the way, and that falls for the Baby Falcons, courtesy there of Mark Esperanza.
Those extra passes would be very crucial in this ball game.
Scratch that. That was Earl Medina who hit the three there for Adamson. UE now with the ball. Alejandro, free throw line jumper, and packs it home for two. Adamson holding on to a 1-point lead here. Esperanza with a cross-court pass, but he is fouled. And that's going to go on UE. It's going to go on Lance Sabroso. So possession will stay here now for Adamson. 14 on the shot clock for them. Gonzalida gets it to Medina. Now to Reyes. Oh, Reyes gets freed up but misses the gimme. And Huey with the ball. Almanza with a spin. Lefty-handed finish. No good for him. Gonzalida now with the ball. Esperanza to the wing. Three on the way for Medina is no good. And UE with another possession.
It's a fast-paced ball game.
And both teams so far here, Renzo, bit of a struggle to get that ball through the hoop. As Alejandro still can't get it. Vince Reyes now with the ball here for Adamson. Esperanza kicks it out. Justin Garcia now with it. Garcia spins, and that ball trickles out of bounds, and it'll go now to UE.
Adamson playing mostly a pick and roll offense, trying to get into the lane and looking for an open man outside.
And Adamson almost with a full squad change, only leaving Medina in. Well, Medina hit the only three for Adamson so far, so maybe that's why he's still in the game after that squad change.
Now Adamson applying pressure to delay UE's execution, and that led to an 8-second violation.
Oh, great stop there by Adamson. And you already see earlier on they're applying that press, and that was something that you were alluding to in our first game, Renzo, where Ateneo really needed that press to get back into the game.
Well, just like what I said earlier, first 5 minutes of the ball game is very important. It determines who's going to control the ball game all throughout.
And now, after, as we approach the end of that first 5 minutes, still seems like anyone's ball game at this point. Topper Lagat in the game for UE was a big part of that win earlier in the weekend. Shot missed by Sabroso. Now it's with Adamson. Oh, nice pass, nice dish there to Perez, who finishes it off nicely. De Leon. That's it here to Sabroso. 10 seconds to shoot for UE. Sabroso taking his time. Sabroso puts it up, misses. And Umali now running here for Adamson.
Adamson trying to set up the play.
Adamson still up by 3 here. 7 seconds to shoot for the Baby Falcons. Try to get it on the inside. They'll have to get a shot off here, and it will not hit rim. So that's going to be a 24-second violation on the Baby Falcons.
That was a good defensive stop by Yui, trying to stay in front, not trying to reach in, and as you can see, shot clock.
And it seems like the story of this game so far, Renzo, has been the defense of both of these teams. A low-scoring game to start things off here. Yui feeding the ball on the inside. It leads to a foul here.
Both teams really aggressive on attacking that paint coming off a pick and roll.
That's going to send Ian Cuevas to the line here now for UE. Well, free throws were a big part of the Junior Warriors' run in their last game. They'll look to try to mimic that here in this one against Adamson. How much pressure is there as a player, Renzo, if you're on an opposing team that's trying to take down an undefeated team? How much pressure is that going to have for these players?
It doesn't really have that much pressure because you're playing against a strong team is still undefeated. So it's just a matter of showing who wants it more.
Well, right now, both teams really showing that they are eager to get the win here in this game. As we get another foul called, it's going to go on 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 It's led to some key defensive stops here. And again, like we mentioned, a low-scoring game to start off this one. Ball in the hands now of Abayon.
Yes, Adamson running a motion play.
8 seconds to shoot here for the Baby Falcons. Shot is good by Carrillo as he gets the shooter's bounce. UE having troubles getting it across court. Three-pointer on the way for them is no good. Umali with a rebound now for Adamson. Perez inside to Abayon. Corner three on the way. That is no good for the Baby Falcons. And UE has possession. Despi has the ball now for the Junior Warriors.
UE trying to slow down the pace, executing the plays with a pick and roll.
7 seconds to shoot. UE misses the shot that time. And it's Carrillo with it for Adamson. A 4-point lead for the home team. Umali to Perez. Perez can't get the jumper to fall. And a foul is called. It's going to go on Ian Cuevas. And that's going to be the first foul on Cuevas as John Alejandro checks back into the game. Austin Dahino takes a seat. 14 seconds on the shot clock here for Adamson. Five seconds now. Perez drives, puts it up, and Perez been doing a great job of getting freed up on the inside. And that leads to a 6-point lead here for Adamson, and UE will take a timeout. Back in the ball game, where the Adamson Baby Falcons are up here 11-5. And we saw that diamond dish and the finish by Alan Perez, who has 4 points now in the game for Adamson.
Yes, those kinds of plays speaks a lot a lot about their chemistry as a team, and they've been doing a lot in practice for sure.
A lot of give and goes in practice, feeding that inside. And this is an Adamson team, Renzo, that you can see just from the eye test, a very long and lengthy team, even down to their guards.
And for sure, their Adamson team is hyped up because this is their home court.
They have home court advantage. They know this rim like it's their backyard. 𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔬 with it for UE, and that ball will fall out of bounds. And it'll head back to Adamson. So what has Adamson been doing here, Renzo, to get up early on this UE team?
Being active on the defensive end, having active hands and moving their feet. I think that's the crucial part there.
Well, on the offense, they've also been showing their prowess as we get another foul called. So that's going to go on UE. Adamson with 10 seconds to shoot. Abayon, 4 seconds now. Carrillo inside to Abayon. Abayon spins, gets it off in time, and kisses it off the glass.
What a move by Abayon.
𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔬 in the corner. Can't get that three to fall, and Adamson with possession. Abayon fakes. Adamson with a 13-5 lead here, limiting UE still to single digits. But UE forcing the turnover that time. That's going to be a travel called on Perez. So some substitutions coming in for both squads for the final 37 of this first quarter. And for these players, Renzo, is it better for them, or is it more manageable when it's a low-scoring, slow-paced game like this, or can it get a bit cold for these players when there's a lot of stoppages like this?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's how you look at the game, how badly you want to win.
Shot missed that time by 𝔬𝔤𝔬𝔬. Adamson with it. And they kick it out. Lagat to De Leon. And De Leon will reset. That shot clock is turned off here.
Good awareness from the UA players, knowing it's the last shot.
6 seconds to shoot. Lagat to De Leon. Corner three on the way. Sabroso cannot get it to fall, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So UE struggling here throughout the first 10 minutes of play. Only 2 players scoring for them, as they have only managed 5 points here. But break down what happened in that first quarter, Renzo, that gave Adamson the lead, and now the momentum coming into the second quarter.
Well, both teams were struggling at first, but as you can see, Adamson applying that pressure and getting more opportunities offensively. More possessions, more chance to convert a basket.
And they have been doing a lot of their damage on the inside. You can thank guys like Alan Perez. They're contributing well for Adamson throughout that first 10 minutes of play. And already 5 players in the scoring department there for the Baby Falcons. We'll take a break here. Adamson up 13-5. Second quarter coming right up in a bit, where the Adamson Baby Falcons are up 13-5 against the UE Junior Warriors. Kobe Dayo here on the panel, joined by Renzo Subido. And Renzo, 5 points only for UE in that first quarter. What can they try to do now to build momentum here in the second quarter?
Again, being able to handle Adamson's pressure defense. In the first quarter, UE was having a hard time executing and getting those open shots.
And that's true because the shots that UE were taking, all of which were congested very, very well. But for Adamson, now, after that bucket, already up to a double-digit lead. And Sabroso kicks it out. De Leon fires for three. No go. John Alejandro recovers. To 5 seconds on the shot clock. Almanza with a floater. That's short. And Adamson will bring it down. So Sheely making his move, putting it up, and he is fouled by UE. That's going to mean free throws on the way here for Zaire. So Zahili will shoot some freebies for Adamson, and that's going to be their first free throws of the day here. And you can see the Adamson crowd in full cheer. And like you mentioned, Renzo, this is their home court, so there's going to be a whole bunch of Adamson fans in attendance, not just in the arena, but even when we step outside here.
Definitely, it's a big help, confidence booster for the players of Adamson. It's going to give them strength.
Meanwhile, for UE, De Leon scoring the first basket here for the Junior Warriors in the second quarter. And only the third field goal made here by UE. Ball on the floor, and it's recovered here by De Leon. Now falls into the hands of Alejandro with a little up and under there for the Junior Warriors.
Alejandro there being fancy.
Up in the air as well. Perfect timing and nice soft touch for a big man.
It's what you call a jelly layup.
Nice move there by John Alejandro, and he has really come alive here. The last game and now in this game as well.
And I think that's what UE needs to do. Make some stops and run the floor.
Crucial points for them. But it's going to be hard to come by with the length and size of this Adamson team. And another foul called on UE here. Well, UE, Renzo, giving up 6 fouls early on here. And that's led already to some opportunities at the line for Adamson.
I think for UE to be effectively on defense, they just have to start their work early, making sure that Adamson player doesn't go to their right spots.
Is the press the solution here as well if you're the Junior Warriors?
Definitely, but I think now the problem is they have to find a way how to break that zone defense by Adamson.
The offense just not flowing for UE because of that defense being shown by Adamson. They're managing to get on the line here as Topper Dagat is at the line for UE. See John Alejandro taking a seat now. JC Bonzalida checking into the game here. Tumabang and Sahili will take a seat. Topper Lagat at the free throw line for UE. Topper hitting some big shots in that game against Ateneo. Ice cold shots as well to seal the deal for UE in that one. Continues on with the poised shooting here. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
And now UE applying a full court defense as well.
And it comes up with a steal here. Triple on the way for the Junior Warriors. Will not go. Esperanza with it. Baluyot will reset. JC Bonzalida now with the ball. Oh, nice pass. Nice dish on the inside to the cutting Justin Garcia with an and one opportunity on the way.
What a good read by Garcia. Saw his man overplaying him, went for the back door.
Justin Garcia showing a bit of hops after that lay-in. And he's going to be awarded with free throws here. Good scoring all around for Adamson. They have 7 players now scoring for them. And we get another foul here. Foul away from the ball, so possession will continue on here with the ball in the hands of the Junior Warriors. Step back 3 will not go for UE. That was Malonzo took it, and it'll trickle out of bounds. It'll head back to Adamson. So those were the looks that you were alluding to, Renzo. The looks that UE need to get.
Yes, they just have to make those kind of shots if they want to get back in this game.
Mark Esperanza not having trouble with making and taking those shots as he puts Adamson back up to double digits.
Yes. Now Adamson applying a 1-2-2 zone defense.
Topper Lagat in the corner. That shot misses. Malonzo skying in there for the offensive rebound. Malonzo out to De Leon for 3. Puts it in. And that cuts the lead to single digits. It's an 8-point game. Corner 3 for Adamson. Cannot answer. Malonzo with another rebound here for UE. De Leon off that screen. Topper Lagat with 10 seconds to shoot. Lagat with a jumper. That's good.
Now UE being relentless in attacking that basket.
And carrying some momentum now here in the second quarter. It's a 6-point lead for Adamson. Garcia with a hezzy. Garcia to Esperanza. That 3 is offline. And De Leon to Malonzo, and Malonzo will reset. Lagat almost losing his defender off the dribble. Lagat for 3. No go. Garcia will push. Nice jumper there by Garcia, but it misses. And Adamson will reset with Mark Esperanza. Esperanza with an up and under, no. Second try there by Tumaning is no good. Bonzalida can't get it. Tumaning with a third try. And finally it drops for Adamson. And I'm a bit out of breath after that play, Renzo.
Definitely. UE just have to do a better job of backing out the bigs of Adamson.
De Leon misfires. You saw the triple opportunities there for Adamson. And it ends with Tumaning shot on the inside, but what hustle here by the Baby Falcons. And that's really paid dividend here for them. UE now with possession, clinging on here. 3-second call called on the Junior Warriors, and that's going to head back to Adamson. And a bit of a tussle there. Esperanza getting a bit chippy. The play will continue on here with Adamson up in front by 8. Esperanza looking for a screen, will get it from Reyes. Esperanza with a floater in the lane. That shot is no good. And a rebound here to UE. Junior Warriors looking to get back on track. Almanza for 3. That's offline, and Bonzalida has it now for Adamson. Justin Garcia with a nice move on the inside, but cannot get it to drop. Reyes barrels his way in and gets it to fall. UE now down by double digits. It's a 10-point lead here for the Baby Falcons. 6 seconds to shoot. Despi has to put something up. Despi will, and cannot get the roll.
That was a nice move, except just got to make the basket.
Well, baskets have just not been falling for UE, but it's been a different story for Adamson as they get the bucket there, courtesy of Justin Garcia, and everything just flowing Adamson's way here, Renzo.
Yes, Garcia just showing us those moves. Spin cycle, making that basket for Adamson.
A bank shot to put this lead up to a dozen as UE will take a timeout. Junior Warriors are in a tight spot here. Down by 12 early here in the first half. And you can thank the likes of Mark Esperanza on the Adamson side that has given them a comfortable lead here, Renzo, throughout the first half. And we wind down the clock here in the second quarter. What does UE need to try to do, but also maybe stop doing some bad habits that they need to avoid here as we close down the first half?
Well, you just have to be more composed in executing their plays and looking for the open man. All their shots so far are being contested by Adamson.
Just not the type of quality shots that you want to have if you're a team trying to fight a way back into this game. Garcia for 3. No go that time. UE now with the ball. Oh, that pass intercepted by Vince Reyes. Ball right back here to Adamson.
And then Adamson is just getting better reads.
Telegraphing those plays perfectly. And Medina in the corner drills another 3-pointer there for the Baby Falcons. Oh, but an 8-second call. Great defense being shown here by Adamson.
Adamson just continue to be aggressive on the defensive end.
I talked about it, Renzo, just who wants it more here in this game. And Adamson showing that through their defense and through the quality of shots that they are taking. Vince Reyes making his move on the inside, and things are starting to get out of hand here if you're the Junior Warriors.
Well, for the Junior Warriors, they just have to regroup, compose themselves, adjust to what Adamson is throwing at them.
And as a player now, Renzo, how do you head into the second half and the halftime break rather, and forget any of what just happened in the first half and shake it off?
Well, it's always having a next play mentality. Whatever happened in the first half, forget about it, but learn from it and try to become better in the second half.
Well, that's something that UE will look to do here, as we have under a minute to go in the second quarter. Almanza with a move on the inside, and he will get called for steps. Well, that's that traveling call that the officials have locked eyes on. They cannot get away with that here in season 86.
Yeah, same move called traveled early in the game as well.
(33-16) now is our score. UE gets a steal on the other end. Sabroso with an open lay-in, and he banks it home, gets the 18th point for UE. UE trying to give Adamson a taste of their own medicine with some defensive stops there. A couple of substitutions for the final 29 in this game, as Justin Garcia is at the line now for Adamson. UE over the foul limit. That's why Justin Garcia is shooting free throws now. And some efficient shooting for Justin Garcia, who has 7 points now in this game, shooting 43% from the field. Despi will use that screen from Datumalim, and Datumalim recovers the ball. UE manages to get a shot off in time, and that will count for Austin Dahino. And on the other end, time will expire, and that's going to be the end of the first half. So it's the Adamson Baby Falcons, the home team, who are up on top after that first half of play. 34-20 here. A 14-point lead for Adamson, Renzo. What went down here in the second quarter that gave Adamson this very comfortable cushion?
Well, it all boils down to Adamson being more aggressive than UE. UE was out-hustled, out-rebounded as well. And that was the start of the game.
And UE had some quality runs there for a little bit in that first half, but Adamson went on an even better run to close it out. How is UE going to try and recover from that now?
Well, you just have to regroup, make sure that whatever happened in the first half, they learn from it, and make sure it doesn't happen in the second half.
Our big score reads 34-20. We'll have the second half for you after the break. We're here at halftime at the Adamson University Gym, where the home team are up 34-20. It's a 14-point lead for the Baby Falcons, up against a UE Junior Warriors team that just looks to be a little bit out of sync here, Renzo, in the first half. And you'll see that throughout those first two 10-minute quarters, UE just unable to connect and find and string together some runs here as we went into the halftime break.
Oh yes, as could you see in the stats, Adamson was just really doing a great job on disrupting UE's plays. UE was not getting the shots they want, just getting 24% in the field goals, while Adamson was shooting 41%, while being out-rebounded 29-18.
And you see the bench point and the second chance points all coming to Adamson's favor. Those bench points proving to be extremely crucial here in this game. So production all around for UE and Adamson, but it's John Alejandro who leads the pack now for the Junior Warriors.
Yeah, in the first half, UE was able to get some good looks in the open court. So that's why right now, that's what they gotta focus on. And while Garcia was just really making good reads on his defenders.
Good reads and good plays and shot making from Justin Garcia, who leads all scorers in the game with 7 points. You can see Garcia with 7, Medina with 6, and Tumaneng with 5 for Adamson. That's their trio of leading scorers. And for UE, it's Alejandro, De Leon, and Lagad with 6, 5, and 4. So pretty fair, balanced scoring all throughout, but it's the number of players that have scored here that have been the difference for these two squads, Renzo.
Well, for Adamson, it was a total team effort, distributing the points very well among the players. That's why UE is having a hard time right now.
And you talked about that sharing the ball as well. Adamson leading the assist department as well here, just getting everyone a bit more involved than this UE team. Well, second half is a time where teams are able to fight back. We'll see how UE does here in the third quarter as we get a foul called. It's going to go on Adamson. It's going to go on Vince Reyes. And he fouls Lance Sabroso, who will shoot some free throws now for UE. Now Sabroso, after having 2 straight games where showed a lot of promise and a lot of talent, just struggled a little bit and continuing to struggle here in this game.
Everybody please remain calm as we are experiencing an earthquake right now.
Well, if you saw the broadcast shaking just a bit, it wasn't just the plays of our players here. Well, we have experienced a bit of a shake here in the Adamson gym. Both teams looking to be A-OK here, but we'll take a timeout and be back after this. Well, we hope everybody is safe and out of harm's way as we head back into action here. We hope everyone is now safely viewing us from the comforts of their homes with no earthquakes around. And we're okay here as play resumes between the UE Junior Warriors and the Adamson Baby Falcons. We continue on here in the third quarter with just about a minute played. Renzo, are you okay? I forgot to ask you, are you okay, partner?
I'm okay, partner. I thought I was dizzy though, but it was just an earthquake.
Well, I saw you from my peripheral vision. You were gesturing your hands up and say, whoa, what was that? I thought you were just a bit, dazed with the speed that our players were playing at.
I thought that was how intense the game was.
I thought so as well, but no, we hope everyone is okay. We hope everyone is safe now. And play continues, and Adamson continuing their hot run here in this game.
No earthquake could stop Garcia.
We're worried a little bit about how the players were a bit cold, or maybe out of shape after that extended period of break. But no, it looks like they're coming in right on time. As you check out this block here.
What a chase down block.
Great presence there to chase that one down. It's a 16-point lead for Adamson. Looking to put UE away here early on. Three-pointer. No good that time.
Adamson being able to sustain their aggressiveness all throughout the game.
Now Vince Reyes with it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Reyes puts it up. Too short that time, but it's tipped back out by Bonzalida, sacrificing his body on that play. But it comes to a turnover here for Adamson. De Leon. Handoff here to Topper Lagat. Lagat setting up some moves. Sabroso has 6 seconds to shoot. Sabroso gets freed up and lays it in for two. Sabroso now introducing himself in this game. 4 points now for the guard from the Junior Warriors. Justin Garcia can get banked. Vince Reyes still no. And Carrillo saves it into the hands of Garcia. Hand off here to Bonzalida. And UE now with possession.
Adamson is just really doing a great job controlling the boards and making stops.
The rebounding has been that key for Adamson here, Renzo. Adamson as a team, 36 rebounds in this game as opposed to 20 by UE. How big of a factor has that been? Just expound on that a little bit, Renzo.
Well, when you're able to control those boards, it gives you a lot of opportunities to make more points, and you just take that away from your opponent.
And I think another key thing for Adamson, the offensive rebounds. 14 in the game for them, only 4 for UE. Zahir Sahili with a shot. Missed the first one, but recovered with the second. (38-22) is our score.
Adamson just continuing to pound the ball, pressuring UE players, making it hard for them to set the plays.
Almanza sees it lay into the basket. Lefty-handed lay-in, no good. And Justin Garcia now with the ball. Garcia taps it out to Carrillo. Abayon inside to Sahili. And Zaire gets called for steps. Mark Esperanza will now check into the game here as Carrillo will take a seat. Esperanza, a big factor in Adamson's last outing. Been a bit silent here in this game. 11 minutes and only only made one field goal for Mark Esperanza.
Yeah, Esperanza is another player who's a smooth operator who can explode anytime in any part of the ball game.
And that's another person that Yuli has to worry about. Even when Justin Garcia is taking a seat, like he is now for Adamson, there's a bunch of other guys on that bench that UE needs to keep their eyes and ears locked on.
Yes, just like what I told you earlier, in this Adamson team, anyone could step up anytime.
And with the length that this team has and the size that they have, you see 4 players on the court. All of them could play forwards, Renzo.
Yeah, all these players can play all positions. They could run. It speaks a lot of their athleticism.
Well, our officials reviewing the last play. Again, trying to see and make sure that everything was clean and coordinated with. Taking a very good look at it to make sure that play is settled here. Now, if you're UE here, Renzo, coming out of halftime and coming out of the unforeseen break that we had, what do you do now to stop the momentum that this Adamson team is continuing to build?
Well, it starts on how they regroup, how they communicate with one another, making sure they stay connected all throughout the game. For UE, communication is a very important part in the ball game.
We'll see how they communicate here. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Junior Warriors. Nice move on the inside, and shot is good for Austin Dahino. Abayon to Esperanza. Esperanza behind the back. Esperanza kicks it out in the corner. 7 seconds to shoot here. Adamson can't convert on the jumper. Almanza now with the ball here for UE. They kick it out. Sabroso spins, fakes, floater in the lane. No. And Sahili will bring it down. Sahili looking for options. Ball finds its way to Esperanza. Esperanza kicks it out. 3-pointer. Too short that time.
Esperanza making the right decision, giving up the ball.
UE looking for the open man, and it leads to a travel there. And that's going to be Adamson's ball as Jaden Tatumalin gets called for the travel. Well, both teams a bit slow after that intermission that we just had. Maybe it's the coldness that is getting to them just a little bit, Renzo.
Yeah, they just have to really work harder.
Sahili kicks it out. Medina open for 3, puts it in.
Again coming up on Esperanza decision making, giving up a nice extra pass for that open 3.
Well, you can see here on this replay.
And that's what Adamson's been doing all throughout the game, and they've been doing a good job on making those extra passes, looking for the best possible shot.
Esperanza working well there with his teammates as UE now commits another turnover. That's their 12th of the game. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be free throws coming Waki De Leon's way. So a foul called on Adamson. That's going to send Waki De Leon to the free throw line and gets that one to fall. 41-27. Umali on the inside. Umali with a reverse and gets that one to drop.
Again, that was the second time Adamson had an open look from that back door.
There's just no response from UE on that end. But they do get possession here. to go along with a fresh 24. Manza drives, has that shot blocked. It was last touch by Adamson, so it'll stay with UE.
Yes, right now, nothing is really going well for UE. All shots are being contested. They're not being able to execute any plays as of right now.
And I think Adamson has taken note of the size and length advantage that they have against UE. Taking full advantage now in this game. Possession now with Adamson here as Mark Esperanza bringing down the ball for them.
Yes, Esperanza doing a great job controlling the tempo for Adamson team.
Three-pointer that time hits no good by Medina. And UE with it. Pedrita asking for the screen. He'll get it. Gets it to Sabroso. They go inside. Kick it out. 7 seconds to shoot here for the Junior Warriors. Reverse. That shot is blocked by Sahili. Three-pointer got it off in time. It will not go. Still for UE. And here come the Baby Falcons, and it's being led by Mark Esperanza as he lays it up and in. And just like that, Renzo, an 18-point lead now for the Baby Falcons off of a couple of sweet dishes.
Yes, again, Adamson's really doing a great job on making stops and converting baskets on the other side.
You can see defense turning into offense. We'll take a break here. UE will take a timeout. UE Junior Warriors finding themselves in a bit of a pickle here, Renzo, with how big of a lead Adamson was able to build here after halftime, and now down by 18. What are some solutions for the Junior Warriors?
Just like what I said earlier, it all boils down on how they can solve that pressure defense by Adamson. It's what's been hurting them all throughout the game, not being able to execute anything.
Adamson has been well. Not the game that the Junior Warriors will build on. But maybe that three will get them going, courtesy of Joaquin De Leon.
I think that was the first decent shot that UE had in this ballgame.
It has not come easy for UE whatsoever. And Adamson, with shots like that, it cannot come just as easy. That was Zaire Sahili with it. Back up. Makes it out. 4 seconds to shoot now. Leon has to put something up. Cannot get it to go, but UE has an off down here. Again.
That was a good attempt by De Leon. They just have to be more aggressive in attacking the paint. But as long as it's within the system, then there's nothing wrong with that.
Mark UE here doing just as good as getting to the free throw line and goals where they have really struggled in this one.
Yes, like as we can see, Adamson is executing more. After one stop on the other side, they execute, look for the open and best possible shot. And that's what he is not being able to do right now.
And so far, but now, as they get a stop here, they're looking to build on it. Leon puts it up to Leon, going on a bit of a personal run here for the Junior Warriors. He now cuts this lead to 14. Nice fake in there, and nice shot.
Nice up and under from Adamson.
Got it up and in. That's his first bucket of the game. Pedrito puts it up, can't get the floater in to drop. And it's Adamson's ball with the shot clock turned off. They throw it on to the inside. And a travel called on J.R. Abayon. 𝔬𝔫𝔦𝔰 will check into the game here as Joaquin De Leon will take a seat for the final 10.7 of this third quarter.
UE having a chance to end this quarter strong.
Oh, and that will be a nice end to the quarter. Off the feed as 𝔬𝔫𝔦𝔰 gets it in to drop. That'll be the end of the third quarter. So it's 3 down and 1 more to go. The UE Junior Warriors finding some momentum, but it's Adamson who stay on top and with a comfortable lead here as we head into the fourth quarter. Renzo, break down what happened here in this third quarter for us.
Well, UE had a couple of good runs, but this quarter is all about Adamson. They've been pounding UE on the defensive and offensive side, and it was just a bully basketball.
Adamson really taking advantage of that height, that length, and the skill that's present up and down the bench. You saw some contributions from the likes of Zahir Sahili as well. And like you mentioned, the physicality that Adamson is showing here, it's working dividend for them as we head into the fourth quarter. We'll have that for you when we return. Final quarter of play here at the Adamson University Gym. Justin Garcia and the Adamson Baby Falcons have a comfortable lead here against the UE Junior Warriors. It's a lead that they've built through, like you talked about, Renzo, a couple of big boy moves. And now we head into this fourth quarter with UE. They're back against the wall right now. As you take a look at the quarter scoring, what does that tell you about how this game has unfolded?
Well, the first half, it was all about Adamson, how they wanted the game more, and they controlled the pace, the tempo. And with UE in the second half, you could see they kind of fought their self way back. Right now in the fourth quarter, it's for them to have the sense of urgency to really be more aggressive and want the ball more.
At 15 all in that third quarter. It was a better third quarter for UE in terms of limiting Adamson's points, but just not enough to produce points of their own. And now they are still down here by 14. Despi leading the break. Cannot get it to drop. Justin Garcia now with it. Garcia going all the way. And Justin Garcia just unafraid of anything.
The confidence in that layup, showing his athleticism. I'm not afraid of anyone.
He knew he was going to get challenged, and he stepped up through and through. 𝔬𝔫𝔦𝔰 misses that one. And Adamson with the ball. Sahili, top of the key. He'll try a three. That is short. And rebound here to UE. Three-pointer going on the way for the Junior Warriors, but it will not go. And Adamson with another possession here. 47 rebounds in the game for the Baby Falcons. That time that shot will not go.
Adamson has been sharing the ball really well, and that's not the case with UE.
And despite the run, or despite the lead that Adamson has, like to your point, Renzo, just running their plays and executing very, very well.
Yes, and it speaks a lot about their system in the team, their program, how the coaches make sure that their players share the ball and play as a team.
Well, like we talk about, this is a program that is tried and tested. It's made it to the finals just a season ago, and a season after that, continuing to assert their dominance. As 𝔤𝔤𝔤𝔤 drills another three-pointer here for Adamson, and they have now a 19-point lead. Nespi drives, barrels his way through a wall of Adamson defenders, and a foul is called on them. And almost a full squad change for UE here. This is the largest lead of the Baby Falcons here, Renzo. 19 in the game.
And yes, and the reason for that is they've been really playing consistent basketball all throughout the game.
Well, did not get phased when UE was starting to carry some momentum in this game. And they just kept a cool head. And now find themselves to their biggest cushion of the game. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 with a pull-up jumper. That's good. 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 a bit quiet in this one, but still with 8 points in the game. UE another chance here. Lagat finds De Leon. They throw it inside. Lagat fakes, step back three for him, puts it in.
Yes. Those are the kind of extra passes I was talking about that could lead to the best shot possible.
Lead cut down now to 14 for UE. Justin Garcia looking to answer with a quality shot. Jumper on the way, and it falls for 𝔤𝔤𝔤𝔤. 56-40 now. Ball in the hands of 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬, and has that ball tipped, but a foul is called. A foul called on Justin Garcia, and that's going to stay here with UE.
Yes, just like what I said, extra pass leading to an open three-point shot.
That time, 𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 on the receiving end of that three-pointer drills his first triple of the game. 1 for 7 for him in this one. Lagat with a move. Oh, and that shot is blocked, but a foul again on Adamson. This time it's going to go on Perez. Where you can see that blocked by Reyes. Excuse me, that blocked by Perez, rather. Could have given his first block of the day. But nonetheless, that'll send Malonzo to the free throw line now for UE. It's a 16-point lead here for Adamson. Still some time, Renzo, but going down very, very drastically for the Junior Warriors.
Well, at this point of the game, they have to exert more effort on the defensive side, pressuring Adamson players.
Nice swing there by the Baby Falcons as UE comes up with the ball here. Malonzo going all the way, and Malonzo will have an and one opportunity at the line.
Just the boost that UE needed, that fast break that led to a and one basket.
Slowly, the Junior Warriors are chipping away here, free throw by free throw. Mark Esperanza has checked back into the game here for the Baby Falcons. Alonzo can't complete the three-point play opportunity. 56-44. Vince Reyes now with it. Gets it to Carrillo. Carrillo fakes, kicks it out. Stolen here by De Leon. To Lagat. Toper puts it up. Lagat puts it in. And it's a 10-point game now.
Yes, UE might just have enough time to still catch up in this game.
Well, catching fire at the right time. A 10-point lead still for Adamson. And a foul called on UE.
Again, what a way to take the ball strong to the basket.
Avoiding contact and managing to still get it up there, Renzo. Great execution that time from Toper Lagat. Oh, and UE forcing another turnover here. Alejandro going all the way. Alejandro with a miss. And Garcia looking to return the favor. Cannot, as that shot was blocked. Lagat with it. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Lagat spins, puts it up. No. And that ball is tipped, and it was last touched by Adamson. And it'll stay now with UE, and they'll have a fresh 14. Eight seconds to shoot. UE trying to work it around, and a travel called on the Junior Warriors.
UE Red Warriors starting not to play as a team again.
Well, they had some momentum for a while there, Renzo. And right now, a couple of missed possessions, which leads to a Vince Reyes lay-in, puts the lead back up to 12. Lagat for three. Too short there, but it's recovered by UE. Great hustle from John Alejandro to get another opportunity. De Leon puts it in, but don't look now. It's a single-digit lead for Adamson.
Again, Adamson needs to stay composed at this kind of game.
Garcia inside to Tumaning. Tumaning with a nice soft touch.
Garcia with a couple of nice dimes.
Well, Justin Garcia really doing a bit of everything here. Already 4 assists in the game. Three-pointer is no good for Malonzo. And Adamson will take their time here and try to milk as much time as they can. Esperanza with a floater. Esperanza puts it in.
The backcourt duo of Adamson, Garcia, and Esperanza.
Well, it has been a spectacle to watch. We saw the shot here by Joaquin De Leon to bring it to within single digits. And then on the other end, 𝔬𝔞𝔪𝔢 with a nice soft finish on the inside. Off the dime from Justin Garcia, who has 4 assists now in the game as UE takes a timeout. Time is ticking here if you're the UE Junior Warriors, Renzo. Some time still on the clock, but definitely not the situation you want to be in, especially when you're up against a team like Adamson, who can get production from all over the floor.
Well, UE has to really exert more effort on disrupting Adamson and making sure they break this press by Adamson.
Well, this press has really been the X factor for the Baby Falcons. They're holding on to a 62-49 lead as 𝔍𝔫𝔢𝔢𝔠 misses that 1 second opportunity for UE still no. And we are at the final 2 minutes of this ball game. Justin Garcia now with the ball. Gets it to Esperanza. Esperanza off the screen from Reyes. Vince Reyes open for 3. And that's offline. It'll trickle out of bounds. It'll head back to UE. Vince Reyes still without a 3-pointer in this game. Final minute and 25 here. Nice shot, nice move on the inside by Jaden Datumalim.
And Esperanza doing a good job, and Garcia doing a good job as well in controlling the pace of the game.
Well, this backcourt by Adamson, one of the speediest, most shiftiest duos in the league. 4 seconds to shoot. Esperanza gets another floater in and banks it home. And that will force the Junior Warriors into another timeout here. What a game from the Adamson Baby Falcons here, Renzo, to pull away early on, not get fazed by the run that UE was making, and now to stay up here, still 62-49. We still have some games coming up, and that's going to be tomorrow at the Smart Araneta Coliseum at 8 a.m. The UP Fighting Maroons will take on the FEU Baby Tamaros. Then the DLSU Junior Archers will take on the UST Tiger Cubs. That's at 10 a.m. Another doubleheader on our plate for tomorrow, right before the 2 finals games of our seniors division. So a lot of UAAP basketball still to be played here.
Yes, definitely. Tomorrow is an exciting day for basketball fans.
And both our men's and women's going to a Game 3. UST and NU for the women's teams, and UP and DLSU for our men's teams. It's going to be a lot of action tomorrow at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. But right now, here in this one, yeah, we still have this game to settle. But for Adamson, it feels like they've already settled their mark here.
They did. In this game, they just came out of like all kind of cylinders, like all angles.
And every player, Renzo, including this one, as Esperanza gets an easy lane to the basket. Every possession that Adamson has had, it was a quality possession. And even if it didn't end in a basket, they still made some great defensive plays on the other end.
Yes, they were consistent all throughout the game, and for sure the coaches are happy with what they're seeing in this program, in this team.
Well, this is a team that is looking to head back into the juniors finals, and a team that has some championship aspirations as well here in season 86. They got the job done and managed to pull away with their 4th straight victory here in season 86. The Adamson Baby Falcons stay undefeated after 4 games here in the season. Meanwhile, for UE, they will fall to 1-3 in the season. But what a game for the Baby Falcons, establishing themselves as the team to beat here in season 86. Our final score, 66-51. What or how impressive was this Adamson team, Renzo?
Well, aside from being really athletic, and you can see that their chemistry is really there. They've been together for so long. These players are seasoned players, and you can see in this game that they're all mature. They know what to do. They're confident with themselves.
And I feel like anyone on this team will be ready for the seniors division, especially this guy, Justin Garcia, 9 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. The stats don't say the whole story with how well he led his team today in terms of pushing the pace and pushing that offense.
What he did, what the most important thing he did is he was able to control the pace of the game. He led the team, he made nice plays, he made the right decisions, when to pass, when to shoot, and that's very important in a